Want to crack UPSC Prelims examination? Stop reading books. Stop running after coaching institutes material. Stop running after more and more books. And rather than do this one thing which I am going to share in this video, that is the secret of cracking UPSC Prelims examination. Guys, I myself have cracked 6 out of 6 prelims, scoring one of the highest marks in the prelims examination, and I was able to do this because I mastered that one source. Guys, I'll tell you with exact proof of 2026 prelims examination that doing that source properly was more efficient than reading these many books. Guys, today I'm going to give you the right approach, the efficient approach of cracking the prelims examination. Guys, first I'll tell you what is the mistake most of the aspirants do. Guys, most of the aspirants, they just keep on reading books and various study material given by the coaching institute, and they read it passively throughout the years, and even after reading so many books, they are not able to crack prelims. The reason is, guys, they are doing passive reading. They don't study as per the trend of the exam. They don't study as per the demand of the exam, and they don't know exactly what the examiner is thinking. Guys, till you understand what the examiner, the question setter is thinking, you will never be able to crack prelims examination. Guys, you must have come across many aspirants. They say, sir, I have been preparing for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Still, I failed to crack the prelims examination. Guys, cracking prelims is not very easy. If you see, out of the 3 stages of UPSC examination, which is prelims, mains and interview, prelims is the most dicey, most difficult one. The reason is, guys, the kind of diversity, the kind of unpredictability, the kind of dynamicness of the paper. Okay, so you have to be really very dynamic. You have to adapt yourself as per the changing pattern, and you have to understand what these people are thinking. Today I'm going to show you how to know what the question setters, the examiner, how they are thinking, how they are picking topic, how they are framing questions, and that is what I'm going to show you. Guys, I'm going to show you with exact proof. With exact proof I'm going to give you, and also I'm going to give you the efficient way to cover that source. That secret source is, guys, the PYQs. Okay, this is, everyone knows, this is not secret. Okay, this is not secret, but the problem is that most students don't know how to use PYQs. Today I'm going to show you this. Okay, so before that, I'm just going to show you one question which came in UPSC Prelims Examination 2026. This is a question which came in 2026. Guys, you can see here, they have given you 3 statements. Uttar Pradesh shares boundary with highest number of other Indian states. Rajasthan shares boundary, longest international border among the states. Sikkim is the only state that shares boundary with just one other Indian state. Okay, how many statements are true, guys, or how many statements are not correct? Okay, how many statements are not correct? If you see this question, guys, this question is factual. Okay, most student, what will happen in exam is that most student, they will panic. Okay, they will panic because it is asking factual stuff, okay, which is not easy. Okay, which is not easy if you are not calm inside the exam. Okay, this is not easy to solve this question, but this question what it is asking is easy, but since it is factual question, in examination telling this may not be easy for everyone. Okay, but let me show you something very interesting. Okay, let me show you 2 PYQs which have come on this theme. You can see this is a PYQ, guys. You can see here, border of Uttar Pradesh, border of Uttar Pradesh, and let me show you another PYQ, guys. You can see here, border of states with international neighbors. Okay, you can see here, West Bengal, Mizoram, Assam. You can see this. Now, can you find some similarity between the questions on the left hand side and the question on the right hand side? You can see this question came in 2005. This question came in 2006. And this question came in 2026. Can you see some similarity between these PYQs? Okay. The day you will understand that all these 3 questions, they are coming on same theme. That theme is what? That theme is what? Border. Map related. Okay, Indian political geography. Okay, that theme is what? India's political geography. Okay, where we study the borders of states and the borders of the country, and under this you can see all these questions can be created. Multiple questions can be created. Okay, So when you analyze, the most thing which most aspirant ignore, the main thing which most aspirant ignore is what they do is that they just solve this question, and they think that my PYQ is over, my PYQ work is over. That is the biggest mistake. Okay, the biggest thing what you need to do is, guys, you need to, when you see a question, what you need to do is that, okay, you have to understand this question comes under which PYQ theme. This question comes under which PYQ theme. This question comes under which PYQ theme. So you will come to the conclusion that these two questions, 2005 and 2006 question, they came under one theme. What is that theme? Borders of states, whether internal borders with other states or with neighboring countries. Okay, that is what is the theme. Then you could have brainstormed this, which is this question. Don't you think that this question is prepared taking inspiration from these two questions? How many of you think so? Please do let me know in the comment box. How many of you think that this question, this is 2026 question, someone who is making this 2026 question, someone who has framed this 2026 question, he has just taken inspiration from this 2005 question and 2006 question. So therefore I tell you is that you have to do theme wise analysis of every PYQ. Okay, not just remembering the answers. Most of the PYQ books you will have, what they have done, they have just solved this question, they have given you the answer. They have solved this question, they have given you the answer. This question is not going to come. Exactly this question is not going to come. Exactly this question is not going to come. You know, there was a student, like this year, okay, after the exam, the student is preparing in an offline coaching institute. The student told me, sir, even after doing 1 year coaching, even after doing PYQ, I still could not clear the prelims examination. I said, why? What's the reason? And the student was clueless. He said, sir, I have done everything. But what they are missing is this PYQ theme analysis. They are just mugging up the answers. They are just mugging up the PYQ answers. They are not tracing to the PYQ theme. Guys, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Guys, I'm telling you, just ignore all these books, okay? Just one reading is more than sufficient. You know, guys, many people, they're preparing for 3 years, 4 years. How much time it takes to read one NCERT once or twice? How much time it takes? 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. But many people, what they are doing? Just reading NCERT, just reading NCERT. Every year they are doing the same thing. And every year they are struggling to crack the prelims examination. They are not using their time efficiently. They are not analyzing the PYQs. Right PYQ analysis is most important, because PYQ will tell you what is the trend of the exam, where the exam is moving, what is the thought process of the question setters, how they think, how they frame questions. Because once you start thinking from that level, guys, I can tell you prelims is a cakewalk. Many people ask me a question, sir, how I was able to score such a high marks? What was the reason behind that? The reason was simple. I understood how the questions are getting framed. I understood why they are picking such questions, why they are picking subtopics. Okay, I'll tell you one more reason why this question was asked. If you see, last one year, if you have been following the current affairs, you may have come across this, that illegal migration along the border areas is a big concern. Particularly, guys, there is demography changing. There is demography change happening in the border areas, and this you can see Rajasthan topic has been picked from there. Okay, the India-Bangladesh border and India-Pakistan border. Okay, this too was a concern because of the illegal migration. Okay, not only this, not only you have to do UPSC prelims questions, previous year questions, you should also do the NDA, the CDS, the CAPF, all questions. Last 20 years, 25 years you should do. You can see the proof here. Okay, you can see this question, guys. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the climate, the rainfall of Andaman, the precipitation of Andaman and Nicobar Island. You can see exactly this question, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Even the statements are same. Even the statements are same, directly taken from NDA examination recently. Exactly, guys, exactly. Now you tell me, reading this, okay, reading this is efficient, or reading the PYQs, analyzing the PYQs, what is efficient? Guys, every subject has a different strategy. For geography, guys, I'm telling you, PYQs are really very important after you do one reading of geography, NCRTs. One reading of geography, NCRTs, you have done it. You have traced the important topics. And guys, in our Laksh test, I have given 5 NCRT tests, which covers all these books. Okay, World Physical Geography, Indian Physical Geography, World Economic Geography, Indian Economic Geography, and all the maps of NCRTs I have covered in my test series. So you do one reading of NCRTs, solve these 500 questions. After that, just do the PYQs. Again, I'll show you one other proof. You can see this question. You can see this question, Satluj River. And you can see this question, Satluj River. See this statement. Can you see the similarity? Can you see the similarity? So what I want to tell you is, guys, prelims is easy if you do the right thing. If you do the right thing, what is the right thing? PYQ analysis. Now the point is how to do PYQ analysis from NDA, CDS papers. Okay, it is not very easy. Okay, because as an aspirant, you have to first collect all this question. Collecting this question will take a lot of time for you. Okay, and you have to do theme wise. Okay, because most of the questions which will be there in the market, it will be year wise. You have to do theme wise. Theme wise means what? First collect all the questions on Andaman and Nicobar at one place and then analyze it. Okay, so guys, in my PYQ mastery sessions, what I have done is that I have analyzed 25 years of UPSC questions theme wise. Also, I have analyzed other examination like CDS, CAPF questions, and you can see for geography so many PYQ sessions I have conducted. You can see here Indian location, geomorphology, physiography, okay, Indian ranges, oceanography, river and drainage, okay, you can see agriculture, economic geography, resource, vegetation, you can see here. So many PYQ lectures I have already conducted. You can have a look at it. Okay, there are around 35 lectures. There are around 35 lectures which I have conducted in my PYQ mastery, and this I am giving you as part of my test series. Okay, whoever joins my prelims test series, which is Lakshya test series, I am giving you free access to my PYQ mastery classes. Okay, in my prelims test series, guys, I am giving you static test of each and every book which is relevant for the exam. Okay, whether it is the NCRTs, whether it is the GC Leong, whether it is the Lakshmikant, whether it is the Spectrum. So you just do 1 or 2 reading of those books and then you focus on more on the questions, because these questions are prepared as per the PYQ pattern. Because you have to start thinking what kind of, suppose you read one, okay, suppose you read one topic, okay, from this book. Let us see one topic, okay. Suppose you read one topic from here, okay, like you can see here, the Great Lakes of America, Great Lakes of America, okay. So you should know, when you read this, a small portion box is given. While first reading, now you may miss this, okay. But I have framed questions on all these important topics in my NCRT test. So I have also given you the topic list also from every chapter, which topics are important. I have done that also, which I am giving you in my prelims mentorship. Okay, so this is what you are going to get. Please make use of this from now only. Generally what happens, most of the aspirants, they start in the month of January, February. Till then it is very late. You can't do all these videos. Okay, so this mistake many candidates do. If you really want to crack prelims exam next year, don't make this mistake. Start now only. Okay, next thing, guys, this is the daily predicted questions which I am giving you as part of my prelims test series. Daily I am framing 10 questions. Daily I am framing 10 questions. Make use of this, guys. Make use of this. I have the experience of cracking prelims. This is something unique. Someone who has cracked 6 out of 6 prelims, someone who has scored such high marks is framing questions for you. Okay, daily 10 questions by reading the newspapers, by analyzing the PIB, by linking the PIB in this format, the latest PYQ format. Start using that. If you do this PYQ analysis, if you do the daily current affairs questions, if you solve the static test, there is no reason that you will not be able to crack prelims next year. So if you want to crack prelims next year, start taking action now. Do not waste a single minute, because the competition for prelims is very high and it is increasing every year. Thank you guys. If you like this video, do share with your friends who are preparing for 2027.